morning, folks, and I am currently in the middle of a lot of wild rhododendron. It's been a difficult morning. Even though I've had an unbelievable fog inversion. The B-roll you would have seen there at the start was me trying to find a composition up high, and there just wasn't anything there. There wasn't anything to offer. I'm at a place called the V, and it's in County Tipperary, and it's where Tipperary and Waterford meet, a part of the border. And this time of year this place gets carpeted in these fantastic rhododendron, but of course they're very deadly as well. Rhododendron are extremely invasive species, but they do make for a nice photograph, you know. Right down below me in the valley the fog is just rolling in through, but there just wasn't anything catching my eye in terms of composition, so I'm after coming up into kind of the bush, as they say, and I'm just photographing these rhododendron now as the light is hitting them, and there's these fantastic dead trees rising up from them as well. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do at the moment. Honestly, if you could see me now, you'd just laugh. I'm in this really swampy, kind of marshy ground, and I'm just trying not. It's an absolute nightmare inside here, trying to get everything framed up. The tripod keeps falling over. But I found this fantastic composition. Well, I think it's a fantastic composition anyway. And oh, here come the midges. I found this fantastic composition right in front of me, where I have kind of rhododendrons filling the frame, right in my foreground, and I've got these lovely dead trees rising up. Like, though it could be that these rhododendrons are actually killing those trees. That's why they're dead, because they're an extremely invasive species, and they take away all the nutrition and all the nutrients and the moisture out of the soil, and they basically deprive any plantation or fauna around it. So anyway, I'm shooting a vertical composition. Rhododendrons filling the frame in front of me. In my middle ground then I have these lovely trees rising back, and I'm focus stacking. My background then, you can see the fog rolling in. Now it's very subtle, very subtle. A lot of people probably won't cop it, but you can just see the fog rolling in through the valley in the background, and it's actually pretty cool. This is my first time trying out my fancy new filter system from Forward High Tech. They were kind enough to send me out an 85mm system with a 0.9 soft grad, a 1.2, 1.8 ND and a polarizer, and so far I'm loving it. Build quality seems excellent, and yeah, I'm really excited because I never had a square filter system before. Now I can control the sky and stuff with the grads. So yeah, that's what I have on. I have my 0.9 soft grad, which is a 3-stop soft grad, and I got my polarizer on just to take the edge off the bright highlights, and the polarizer just to bring out that vibrancy in the rhododendrons themselves. So I'm at f5 4.5, 1/25, ISO 64. I'm going to take the shot. So I'm starting to get eaten by midges. So my camera has decided to just stop working, in terms of it's not adjusting it's very bright. It's not adjusting the settings, as in it's working, but when I change the settings, like the exposure doesn't change, and I can't see the change on the EVF, and I thought it was the EVF, but I've been taking images, just kind of flicking settings, and it's the same image coming out all the time, so I have no idea what's after happening. So essentially I can't adjust the settings to get my exposure right, which is an absolute sickener, because I really wanted to explore a bit more here, even though I'm getting absolutely devoured by the midges. The fog is still rolling in. Yeah, that's not good now. I haven't been into a vlog. I hope you enjoyed the image, one image. that I captured, and yeah, that's it. So what a disaster. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Good luck. Back in business, folks. So I spent the last probably 20 minutes tinkering with the camera. I reset it, still wasn't working, reset it again, took out batteries, everything, and focus. It was just one small setting I had to change, and look, we're back in business again. I was just driving home. I said pull into this forest I know, and I took a walk through the woodlands, couldn't find anything really, but I was coming back out to the car and I just spotted this bench, and there's these rays of sun coming through the trees right behind it, and that's what the composition I'm going to use. So I'm going to talk you through that now. I'm going to show you what I'm on about, and we're going to take the shot. Some fantastic light coming through those trees now. I've got my polarizer on and the 3-stop soft grad just to control the highlights a bit. I'm actually doing a 5-shot bracket, so in camera bracketing, the camera is deciding it. I'm at, how many stops is in between them? Yeah, stop and a half between each bracket. 5 shots. Now I don't need 5, I won't need 5 brackets, but look, it's better to have them than not to have them. 3 would probably be sufficient enough. I'm at f5.6, and yeah, it's actually looking quite nice. I don't know, the bench, I mean, it could work, might not. It's just something different, and the way the light is streaming through those trees now, and it's casting these shadows on my foreground and on the bench, and I just think it's kind of a quaint little shot. Well, that alarm wouldn't have been too good if it was only off now. God only knows when this podcast like this video will be coming out, but me and Mark recorded a podcast with the Irish Photography Podcast, which is run by Darren J. Spoonley and Diarmuid, and we basically went to Kerry, recorded a podcast, recorded a vlog as well and some shots. I didn't vlog, so I forgot this camera. But yeah, I'm going to link that podcast in the description below, and I think you should definitely give it a listen, because it might make for some interesting listening, especially if you're in photography. It was a real laid back, chilled out chat, and it was actually it was great fun. The lads were excellent. Make sure to subscribe to the Irish Photography Podcast, give it a review, give it a like, okay? What else I'd like to say now while I'm in the plugging? Oh yeah, where's the Regatta? It's been a while since I gave Regatta a shout out, so Regatta were kind enough to keep me out with all the gear I need for photography, so definitely check them out as well. Right, I'm going to take this shot. I'm glad now that I could kind of end the vlog on a nicer note, and give you another image and just have a bit nicer of a chat with you, you know, than what was up there, because it was quite tough up there this morning. So it was. I'm going to head out of here now and go home and get some breakfast, and I have to set up my camera again to the custom settings that I had it set up to, because I reset it. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, okay, until next time, I'll see you again. Good luck a while.